Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about these two ladies that were denied access to a club allegedly because of their weight, correct?
Yes, that's what they are alleging. They were with a group of people, and they said everybody else got in, and then when they got to the front of the line, the bouncer looked them up and down and said, "Not tonight," and now they started this whole hashtag, "Not tonight."
All right, so we're asking, have you ever been denied at a club? I'm from New York, so yes. I used to have to go to the club at 9 p.m. They used to do me dirty. And New York used to do everybody dirty. That was just New York at the time. What about you, Charlamagne?
Yeah, I have quite a few times in my life, you know what I mean? And I don't even remember most of them because I don't be caring. Okay, one thing about me, I'm going to go where I'm celebrated, not where I'm tolerated. And I've never been that pressed to want to be in a venue that bad. You tell me you don't want me in, cool, I'm going home because the way my anxiety set up, I don't want to be here anyway.
Nah, but if I get myself dressed, I'm out. It's me and the fellas. We make an effort to go out, and especially
You got your crisp white jeans on.
Your crisp white jeans on because you Dominican.
you got your Timberlands on, your new Tims on, and they tell you no Tims on. You
Tim's
gotta
with
tuck
white
your
jeans.
shirt
Hey,
in.
what are you
Nasty.
talking about?
I wouldn't let you in with Tim's and white jeans either.
Man, I had one instance. I will never forget this. We were at, this is a long time ago, but I was with Michael Kaiser, and we were trying to go to this spot. It's like a lounge or whatever, and we were outside. Everybody else was going in.
I seen y'all outside arguing that day, but go ahead.
Yes, that was not me arguing. That was him.
They wouldn't let Mike Kaiser in the
They
club?
wouldn't
let Mike Kaiser.
It was him at the front, though, and they seen him.
The president of Atlantic
They didn't
Records,
know
Mike
who he
Kaiser?
was. And it was, by the way, it used to be the Trump Soho.
It was the Trump Soho.
Yeah, now it's called the Dominic, but it used to be the Trump Soho. They had a club in there, and the guy, and it was definitely feeling super racist. It
I
wasn't
know Mike hit
crowded.
him with that. Do you know who I am?
He did.
Listen, he started going crazy outside on the guy. He
Bro.
called him a bozo. He said, "You're a bozo."
Actually, Mike,
Now, the
in
way
that
that I
case, you
am,
were the clown because you couldn't
I'm
get
like, look, first of all, I thought he was going so crazy. It was actually funny to me, but I was like, the way I am, if you just, say no, I'm out. But
That's it.
I understand how he was feeling, because sometimes you feel so disrespected.
He
that
kept going.
He was.
I pulled over and watched y'all. He was screaming.
in. What was the
He
reason?
yelling.
That's what I'm saying. The whole point is
His
there was no
glasses.
reason.
His glasses were too thick.
It was his glasses.
Man, do you
His
know how
glasses
terrible it
were
is
too
when
thick.
somebody calls you a bozo?
It was his glasses.
There's this guy out here saying he's John Sally, man. He don't look like John Sally. He's kind of loves, but not really.
My goodness, let's go to the phone lines. Hello.
Bozo.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, my name is Antoine.
Antoine from where?
I'm calling from Columbia, South Carolina.
803, what's happening?
You got denied from a
look.
club, brother?
This was back in the 90s in a little spot they called 5 Points in Columbia on Hart Street.
Come on now, we know about 5 points.
I got denied entry 3 different occasions.
Wow.
Well,
You still kept going back?
Well, 5 points is the actual place. What was the building? What was the venue called?
The name of the venue was the Knock Knock Club. This was back in the 90s on Hart Street.
He's still mad.
Yo, you told us the address 3 times, but go ahead.
30 years later, he like, I'm still mad. But so wait, you went back
I'm
3
still mad
times?
because they told me, the first time they told me I couldn't come in, I had a Sean John t-shirt on. They said the logo was too big on my t-shirt.
Okay.
Second time, they told me I couldn't come in because I had red shoes on. The red shoes, it matched my outfit. Third time I couldn't come in because I had cornrows. They said no cornrows allowed. And in South Carolina is a right to restrict service state. That's something they did to combat Jim Crow laws and stuff like that. So I got talked to an attorney. That's how I found that out. That I really didn't have a case to sue to establish it.
You tried to sue?
Why you kept trying to get in them white people clubs in 5 points, man? All the other clubs in Columbia you could have went to at the time, especially in the 90s.
Because I ain't want to get shot.
I knew you was gonna say that, but I ain't want to say nothing. I ain't want to say nothing. I ain't want to do that to our people, but
I did used to go to Midnight Lounge, Club 48, and all that type of stuff. But every time you went, it always ended with a shootout in the parking lot.
Okay.
A brawl, all type
You
of
asked
stuff.
him.
Hey, listen, you ever went to 1800 Blandon Street, the main event?
Yes, I've been there before.
Most dangerous. At one point, it was the most dangerous address in Columbia,
But
South
at least you
Carolina.
could get in.
But boy, it was a good time, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that was years later. That was like in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that was early 2000s. That was old. That was like 01, 02.
He said
All
his
right.
jeans were too. You know, it reminds me. I used to have this bowling party every month, and I had it one time at Lucky Strike, and Ray J came, and they said they tried to not let him in. They said his jeans were too wide. I've never heard such a thing.
Nah, that's their way of saying they didn't want baggy jeans.
No, they wasn't baggy. They said the legs of his jeans were too wide.
They wouldn't do that to Michael Jordan if he came there with them wide ass jeans he'd be wearing. They did that.
might.
They disrespected Ray J for no damn reason.
They let him in,
And-
but I was like, why do I have to argue with y'all to get Ray J in? They said his jeans are too
His jeans are
wide.
too wide.
800-585-1051. Have you ever been denied at a club? Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. V. Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about these two ladies that were denied access in LA allegedly because of their weight. You got the story, Yee?
Yes, Alexa J and Ella Halakis, they started the hashtag Not Tonight because of their experiences with size discrimination. They said they were going to this club in LA, the Highlight Room, and they couldn't get in. That night, they waited in line, and their friends came in. It was a party for one of their friends. They stopped, and they were the only two that got stopped by the bouncers. And they said they looked them up head to toe and then said, Not tonight.
All right. And we're asking, have you ever been denied at a club? Hello, who's this?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning,
My name
Mama.
is Rosie.
How you feeling?
Your phone is breaking up a little, hun.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me turn off the Wi-Fi. You know that'd be it. Can y'all hear me now?
Yep.
Yes, we
Yup.
can.
Okay,
So we're
sorry.
asking, have you been denied at a club, Mama?
So I have. I have a really interesting experience. I've been denied, and I've worked at a club. So
Okay.
I'm originally from Miami. And
Okay.
so before Live became real big, they were not just letting anybody in.
Mm-hmm.
They
I can
were
see that.
choosing people, picking and choosing. And I just have to say, I don't feel like that's discrimination. They're trying to give off the image of that club. And Uncle Charlamagne Envy, when y'all were younger, tell me if this is true or not. When dudes go to the club, they say, is the chicks at the club?
That's right.
What club is it? What they look like?
That's why they let y'all in free before 11. Let the ladies in free before 11 because guys will pay whatever if the club full of beautiful women.
Absolutely, but check it. Just because we're all beautiful on the inside don't mean it all comes out in the DNA. And sometimes they'll say, no, not you, Ma. Your friend can come in, but you can't. And at that point, you got to make a decision.
No,
Do I
hey,
want to
you
sit
can't.
here and go back and forth with this security and get embarrassed? Or just go ahead and go.
I mean, I think that's whack, though. Your friend can come in, but you can't.
They did that a lot in New York,
but
too.
it's a
That's
business.
terrible.
It's not
It
about,
was.
It's not about everybody's feelings, in my opinion. It's
Yeah,
a
but if
business.
people
They
are
gotta make
together and
money.
they're there for a party and spending money, like, come
Well, that's
on.
why your whole crew got to be a bunch of baddies. If your whole crew ain't a bunch of baddies, then the baddies going to get in and the rest of y'all going
Or what about they used to be like, you
got
gotta,
early.
every guy got to have 2 women with them to get in. Remember that?
I remember those. You got to have 2 chicks with you. Yep.
I don't mind that. Especially being in this era where dudes started showing up to the club with 15 guys with them.
Yeah, we used to be outside going in the club and guys would be like, can we walk in with you? Because we had a bunch of girls and they couldn't get in unless they had women with them.
Thank you, Mama. Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is Leon, man. How y'all
Leon
feeling
from where?
This morning?
Good morning, Leon. Where you calling from?
Leon, St. Bro.
All right. We're asking, have you ever been denied at a club?
No, but I have seen where a bunch of fat chicks did get denied in the club because they came up in there with 2 pieces on and their gut hanging out, all that cellulite hanging out. But you know what I mean?
man.
Nobody
Oh, my
wants
God.
to see that, bro.
Stop
You are
it.
disrespectful.
First of all,
I'm not disrespectful. First of all, let me explain something. There is such thing as a universal standard of beauty.
No, it is not.
Oh, my
That
God,
is a
what
damn
do
lie.
what do you look like?
That is a damn
what's your
lie.
Instagram page? We
There
wanna
is
see
no
what you look
universal
like.
standard of beauty because you don't know what them
there is.
girls look like on Mars.
Well,
Hey,
shut
look,
up,
I'm
both
going
of
to
y'all.
explain something to you.
We
like
don't
this.
know what girls look like on Jupiter.
Look, there's a man, bro. There's like
Ain't no universal standard of beauty. Stop your lies.
No, okay, well, go back and do your history. Throughout history, women have been beautiful and 2/3 of a man's weight, size, and height, bro.
The white man told you. The
talking
white
about?
man told you what was
No,
beautiful,
that's
and you
not-
just ran with that.
I
ever
want to know.
since.
I want to know what you look. What do you look
What
like?
about in Africa 3?
Oh, my goodness.
I'm pretty well looking. I give myself
pretty well
a 5
looking.
or 6.
According to that universal standard of beauty you talking about, the women in Africa ain't pretty, bruh.
5, 6. Say again.
According to that universal standard of beauty you talking about, the women in Africa aren't considered beautiful, sir. Universal standard of beauty is
Are you losing your
blonde
mind?
haired, blue eyes, sir.
No, it's
and that's
not.
wrong.
That's European, bro.
No, you said a universal standard of beauty. That is what you referencing. You're referencing white supremacist talking points.
Well, I want to know what you look like.
For 20 years, bro.
What is your
It's not a
Instagram
European
page?
thing, bro.
So what's the universal standard of beauty then, sir?
I just told you, 2/3 of a man's weight.
2/3.
I don't even know what that means.
2/3 of a man.
So
I
that
can't
means-
measure that quite fast.
So that means if a guy
Be saying
weighs
that type of
150 pounds, you gotta weigh
It sounds so
120.
stupid, man.
I don't even know what that means.
Y'all hung up on him. I wanted to know what his page was because it always be some funny looking dude talking about what is beautiful. Like, stop it.
Universal standard of beauty,
Universal standard of beauty.
like you know what the girls on Mercury look like.
And like,
hung up on him.
what do you look like?
He's stupid ass. All right, well, what's the moral of the story?
I have no
He
idea.
just threw us off.
2/3 of a man's weight.
We needed to get his Instagram page because I just wanted to have his comments in shambles.
How you gonna go to the club? Excuse me, ma. What's your weight? Well, you're not 2/3 of my weight, so you definitely can't.
You
Shut
don't
up.
look like the universal standard of
Standard
beauty.
All right.